What's the deal, y'all? We back. Today I'm gonna be playing a game of Would You Rather. So, if I would have to pick between two players, who would I rather have? And yeah, we're just gonna get into it. Oh, I would like to address on my last video. The comments are off because of some setting error that I did. I'm new to this stuff. I barely know how to work YouTube for real. Well, all the YouTube creator stuff. So, let me for sure know if you can add comments on this one. So, without further ado, let's get into it. First two people, Jason Tatum or Luka Doncic. Now, on the surface, I would say Luka, right? And Luka is a better player currently, but I'm going to still go Jason Tatum for the simple fact that I believe that Jason Tatum will become an all-defensive team-worthy defender at one point in time. And I think that he will be equally as good as a scorer. Maybe not equally as good. I think Luka's going to go down as one of the best scorers of all time, like top 5 scorers of all time. I don't think that for Jason Tatum. But I think prime Jason Tatum is going to be averaging like 27 points, five rebounds, and 5 assists. And I think he's going to be playing good defense. He already plays good defense now. In his last year, his first 2 years he didn't play much defense, but his third year that first year without Kyrie, he started playing some defense. And I just like Jason Tatum. He reminds me a lot of Kobe kind of. And he just got a bag. He's super skilled, and I like super skilled players. So Luka is the better player right now, and probably is gonna be the better player all time. But I'm just gonna go out on a limb. I like Tatum more, and I value that defense. Luka's never gonna be even a decent defender. So yeah, I'm gonna take Jason Tatum in that situation. LaMelo Ball or James Wiseman. Now James Wiseman, you watch James Wiseman play. He's a good shooter. He can stretch the floor. He's a good rim protector, and you could give him the ball on the block. He can make some plays sometimes. He's a little anti-aggressive sometimes, but that's gonna happen with rookies in the NBA, especially when you're playing with Stephen Curry. But all that said, I'm taking LaMelo, 10 out of 10. LaMelo's a great passer. I would say like a top. He's probably one of the best passers in the league already. He's what Lonzo was supposed to be. When I say that, I'm not hating on Lonzo at all. I'm not one of those people that think Lonzo sucks or is a bust. Lonzo the definition of a true point guard. Everybody's not gonna average 20 and 10. But I'm going to take LaMelo. He's been developing a lot over these past few months. He's dropping 30 a lot more often, just scoring more. When you watch Hornets basketball, he's letting it fly a lot more. He's being less passive. Or not less passive, but he's taking a lot more shots. And he's just being more aggressive. And I can see him developing into a very bad man. I knew he was going to be cold. Even out of high school, I didn't care about the 3-point percentage that he was shooting overseas. Or all of that. I was already knowing LaMelo was gonna be the truth. AD or Giannis. I'm definitely picking AD. I'm kind of low on Giannis. Not really low on Giannis. I just don't really like him. Just for the simple fact of how he plays. It's so weird because Anthony Davis is better. He's better in the playoffs. So, all that running and dunking, you get the ball at the top of the key, you do the crossover and then a spin move into a dunk. That's all cool. You get your little 30 in the playoffs. But we've seen twice now that once you build a wall, Giannis is unproductive. And I think that defense, Giannis is a better defender due to his versatility. His versatility is better. And then, advanced stats and all that kind of stuff with defense. I don't really care. I just watch games. I'm not a big fan of advanced stats. But still, Anthony Davis is a better post player. I can give the ball on the block to Anthony Davis, and I'm comfortable. I can give it to him on the top of the key, just like I could give it to Giannis. I could put him on a 1 through 5, like I could do for Giannis, but he's not gonna choke in the playoffs, and he's gonna be able to spread the floor for me. Giannis still airballs 3-pointers. Anthony Davis. My biggest flaw with Anthony Davis though is people probably don't like when I say this, but if you watch the games, Anthony Davis kind of is soft in a way. He doesn't attack as much as I want him to. And he takes a lot of fades and a lot of jumpers, and coaches on the opposite team feel comfortable putting 6'6 guards, 6'4 guards on him because they know he doesn't drive a lot, or even when he's posting up, he's not going up. He's fading most of the time when he's taking shots. But even I'm just getting off track. I'm definitely gonna take Anthony Davis over the playoff choker himself. Next is Jaylen Brown or Zach LaVine. Now, this is another one that's kind of like Luka and Jason Tatum. I'm going to take Jaylen Brown for the simple fact that Jaylen Brown is already a great defender. He's 6'7", a 6'7" wing that can score from all three levels, an elite handle, an elite mid range, and an elite finisher. Zach LaVine's not bad on defense no anymore. He gets stops every now and then, but I still think that he's not a bad defender no more. He's just like an alright defender, and I think it's gonna be like that for the rest of his career. Actually, yeah. So I'm still gonna take Jaylen Brown just because he still has a lot that he can improve on. He's averaging 26 right now. I don't know Zach LaVine's numbers, but I'm pretty sure he's averaging. Let's see. I'm pretty sure he's averaging like 28. But even with that, I'd rather still just have Jaylen Brown. And I think playmaking wise, they're probably neck and neck. Jaylen Brown kind of does get stagnant in offense sometimes when you watch him. When you watch him, he kind of is either like he's just trying to go get a bucket. He's not looking to pass much. But even with that, I still would take Jaylen Brown. But if you were to ask me, and I'm ranking shooting guards, I'm gonna say that Zach LaVine is the better shooting guard. But I just rather have Jaylen Brown on my team. This is the one I like the most: Jamal Murray or Ben Simmons. Now, I'm not feeling Jamal Murray a lot this season. He takes a lot of bad shots. He's coming off of screens. He's wide open for a mid-range pull-up or open shots, and he decides to step back. He takes a lot of unnecessary bad shots, a lot of fadeaways, and it's just poor shot selection on his part. And he's not the best passer either. Not a bad passer by no means, but he's not a great passer. And Ben Simmons is. And Ben Simmons is a great defender. But that being said, I'm taking Jamal Murray 7 out of 7 days of the week. I'm extremely low on Ben Simmons right now. 12 points is not cutting it. I don't care that he can pass and defend. So can Draymond Green. Ben Simmons at this point is a bigger, more athletic Draymond Green. He cannot play off the ball at all. I mean, you can show me the little stats about how the passing, how they get more open shots. Philly does when he's on the court, and they get more assists. But I don't care. Off the ball, you watch the Sixers play, and Ben Simmons, he's either he's looking for a lane, so he tries to drive, and then he doesn't find it most of the time, so he passes to Joel Embiid, and he goes stands on the block. He's horrible off the ball. You cannot do nothing with that. It's like you can't even backdoor cut most of the time because your defender is 15 feet away from you off the ball, and that's hurting Joel Embiid too because he's a post player. So they're the number one seed. I don't care though. They're gonna get bounced in the second round if you ask me. You can play as good as defense as you want. They surrounded them with shooters, but I'm never gonna be impressed with Philly. I don't like Ben Simmons, and so yeah. And I used to really like Ben Simmons. I used to be like defending him for everything. But yeah, I don't care. Domantas Sabonis or Karl-Anthony Towns. You would think that this is like a super easy decision. I'm gonna go with Karl-Anthony Towns still, but Sabonis is a bucket. He's a baller for real. Sabonis, I didn't watch much Sabonis last year, but I used to just think he was like a forward that could stretch the floor, no more, right? But no, he like you could get the ball to him on a block. He's off the cut, off the pick and roll. He's great. Like he's just a big man, just an all around solid big man, like an offensive threat. He's not the best defensively right now. He's averaging 20 and 11. So he's gonna get you boards. He's not the best defender, like I said, but neither is Karl-Anthony Towns. But Karl-Anthony Towns, because of that handle, he is a better 3-point shooter than Sabonis. Although Sabonis is shooting 36, I wonder what Katz is. But yeah, I'm still gonna take Karl-Anthony Towns because I think Karl-Anthony Towns a better post player by a small margin. I don't think Karl-Anthony Towns is nearly as aggressive. Like Sabonis plays like he's pissed off, like he plays mad. So yeah, I said, Cat is shooting 41% from 3. He hasn't played much this season, but he shot 41% last year and averaged 26. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna take Cat, but I just have to give some props to my man Sabonis because he's still super underrated. I mean, any player that plays for Indy is probably gonna be underrated, except for like PG-13. But yeah, I just had to for sure say that. Stephen Curry or Kevin Durant, and I'm just gonna let's see. I'm gonna decide that by a coin flip. Heads KD, tails Curry, because that's just too. So tails KD. I guess Kevin Durant. I really don't know. This is one of my biggest problems as an NBA fan. Curry or Kevin Durant. But I guess the coin decides I'm gonna go Kevin Durant on this one. Kevin Durant is probably a better on-ball player. You probably can give him the ball. He's gonna get you more buckets than Curry, but Curry is a better off-ball player and a better passer as well. Yeah, he's definitely a better passer. So yeah, I'm gonna go Kevin Durant on that, but it is not by a large margin. It's not a heel I'm willing to die on, and it's yeah, maybe because Curry's probably a little bit younger than KD as well, but I'm still gonna just take KD because the coin said. Next is Kyrie Irving or Damian Lillard. You would have asked me this in the bubble or even a few months ago. A few months ago, I was trying to find a way to make a top 5 point guard list. I was trying to convince myself that Kyrie Irving wasn't a top 5 point guard. I was kind of on some Kyrie slander, but he woke me up this year. He woke me up this year. He's averaging like 26, I believe, but his shot creation, just watching him play, I think I said that Kobe is the most skilled player of all time, but right after Kobe, I would definitely say Kyrie. Kyrie's he's learned how to play with James Harden pretty well. He's pretty much playing the two guard. James Harden is playing the point. But yeah, he's averaging 27.6 right now. And I don't know. Just Kyrie's that guy. And I don't know. Do I still take him over Damian Lillard? Damian Lillard's for sure a better 3-point shooter. And Damian Lillard takes less. He's probably uses right. He's probably going to take less dribbles to score. And I would imagine Damian Lillard is a better passer as well. So for that, I'm going to take Damian Lillard. But Damian Lillard is getting snuck on. Like, Kyrie is knocking at the door for the title of the second best point guard in the league. For sure. Or, shoot, we got Luka too. But, you know, for sure, he's definitely knocking on that door. So I'm going to take Damian Lillard, but not by a large margin. Just for the fact that I know Damian Lillard can be the best player on a playoff team. Well, Kyrie can be the best player on a playoff team, but how far is he gonna be able to take me? I guess you could say, well, like Dame that has never took anybody anywhere either. That's not even a valid point. I'm not even gonna go there with that. I'm just gonna take Damian Lillard. So next is Chris Middleton or Fred VanVleet. This is another guy, Chris Middleton. I did not watch much Bucks games last year. I watched Bucks games this year. And Chris Middleton is not what I expected. Chris Middleton I thought was a 3-and-D guy. No. He is a guy that you can give the ball to on a wing and he can get a bucket for you. He's pretty much their closer. They're not going to Giannis in the fourth quarter. They're going to Chris most of the time. He's going to get buckets and he can put the ball on the floor. He has a barrage. He can a nice step back, a nice post game. He's a 6'8" wing at the 2, or he plays a 3 now. But he's a 6'8" wing, so most of the time he's getting guarded by people that are smaller than him, and he's just raising up and shooting over him. I do like Fred VanVleet. He just dropped like 50, I think, on like some crazy efficiency. But he's a 6'1" point guard. So I'm still gonna take, and that doesn't mean nothing. Like, I'd rather have Kemba Walker than a lot of guys. Not right now though, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna take Chris Middleton though, cause Chris Middleton is a bucket and he can play defense. I could put Chris Middleton on probably my 1 through some 4s, but I could put him on most 1 through 3s and some 4s because of his size. And he's a big guy too. He can finish well too. Yeah, so Chris Middleton, and he's aggressive. Like he's aggressive too. Like he's going to get buckets. I think he knows that Giannis can't score in the half court a lot, so he's just like he's right there. And that would explain why they won 60 games and stuff, even without having much half court, or even without your best player having much half court offense, is because Chris Middleton was so good. And I just never knew how good Chris Middleton truly was. And he's still, like, people say, like, that people don't really consider him underrated anymore. But I would say he's still, nah, I won't say that. People give him his recognition. Next is the best center debate. We got Nikola Jokic or Joel Embiid, and I'm go Joel Embiid just because of this season. They both playing out of their mind. Nikola Jokic is the person I would have said a few months ago, but I can no longer say that. When you talk about post play, I would say that Joel Embiid is a better post player. He's more dominant in the post, and they both have offenses ran through them, and they're both most of the time just getting the ball in a post. Nikola probably has more face ups and stuff, but I think Joel is the better post player and rebounder. They're probably neck and neck. And when we talk about rebounding, so essentially comes down to what do you value more, passing or defending. And as a big, I need my big to be able to defend. I don't want to get in the playoffs and they are able to target you and give bench centers the ball on a block. I don't need Dwight Howard picking you apart. I don't need a vet center picking you apart. I need them to run away from you on defense. No teams are not going to target Joel Embiid defensively because they know he's a beast defensively. He's a great rim protector. And that passing, Nikola Jokic's passing is very important to the Nuggets though. Because like I said, Jamal Murray is not a great passer. And that's their point guard. I think at the 2 guard they run Gary Harris. At the 3, I don't know who they have at their 3. But they don't have many playmakers. He's the point guard of that team. He facilitates. So his playmaking is very important to that team. But however, I'm still going to go Embiid because I think you need to have a big that can defend to go super far. Not have to. But you want your big to better defend. For sure. Next, my videos are 15 minutes. So, I don't want to edit all of this. So, we're going to switch to all time. I had a few that I'm going to miss out. My next one is Hakeem or Shaq. Now, god dang, my mom. Oh, alright, so I'm back. So I was talking about Hakeem or Shaq. So, the normal answer would probably be Shaq. You ask most people, they're probably gonna say Shaq because, you know, the whole unstoppable stuff. But Hakeem, and this is prime for prime, Hakeem probably has one of the best, if the best, one of the best primes ever. His 93-94 season, I believe that is the season. I think he won like a depoy, a ring, an MVP, a block championship. Like, he's crazy. Like, Hakeem probably has the... No, not probably. I said it in my Kobe video. Hakeem has the best footwork of all time. I consider Hakeem the best defender of all time. Some people might get some people to say Bill Russell. But I'm going to go Hakeem because of who he played against. Because he played in a prime area for bigs. Era for bigs. And also, like... We're not talking about a shooting era either. He's playing again. Everybody's going to the paint. Everybody's taking mid-range or layups or dunks. So he played in a paint congested era. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna take Hakeem Olajuwon in his peak. He'd probably give you like 26. Yeah, in his peak, he's giving you like 93, 94. That's the season I need. 27, 12 on 71 free throw percentage. And he was getting into the free throw line 7 times a game on 52% field goal percentage. And how many blocks? 3.7. And he could steal the ball. He had average 1.6 steals a game. 3.7 blocks. 4 blocks. What center you know is getting 4 blocks a game? So yeah, I'm definitely going to take Hakeem. No diss to Shaq at all. I actually think Hakeem is better than Shaq all the time. I might do a video on that. Because I like Hakeem. I'm a big Hakeem guy. For sure. My next thing is prime LeBron versus prime anybody. And I'm taking prime Bron. I'm a Bron guy. Prime LeBron was averaging 27 and 7. I don't got to go back on Basketball Reference to look at my computer because I know that for a fact. Prime LeBron shot 40% from the 3-point line. Prime LeBron is probably the best finisher of all time. Prime LeBron can shoot the mid-range. Prime LeBron did not lose his passing all of a sudden. Prime LeBron was still a great passer. Prime LeBron can also guard 1 through 5 at an elite level, and it's a depoy in my mind. The only thing Prime LeBron couldn't do is shoot the free throw at an elite level. I'm pretty sure that LeBron's probably shot like 70% from the free throw line. And that year, he's a 50, 40, 70 guy. If LeBron's able to shoot free throws, he probably would have averaged like 33. Yeah, that year he averaged 75 from the free throw line, which isn't horrible. It's not good or nothing. I'm not trying to defend his free throws at all. But the only person close is Jordan. But Jordan shot 19% like from the 3. And don't give me that bull. No, his peak is from 88 to 93. I don't want to hear when he shot 40%, 36%. I know that he was eventually able to shoot the 3. And like 96 and 97 and all that. Yes, Jordan was eventually able to shoot the 3. But don't tell me that 96 was Jordan's peak. You're just lying at that point. So because Jordan was such a piss poor shooter at that point in his career, which was his peak, he was an athletic freak, but LeBron is a better finisher. I would much rather have LeBron as a defender. I'm not saying that Jordan, I'm not going to open that can of worms and say that LeBron is a better defender than Jordan, but if I'm going to pick somebody as my defensive captain, I want the guy that he going to switch on D Rose, and then the next series, He got Pau Gasol. We got D Rose in the conference finals. He guarded D Rose, and in the finals, he got Paul Gasol. He gonna switch on Paul Gasol. Like, that's the player I want. He can guard everybody at an elite level. So that's that. And the last one I will throw in, because I was just talking to one of my family members about it. It's Kyrie Harden and Kevin Durant, or Clay KD. Kyrie Harden and Kevin Durant, or Curry, Clay, and KD. And I'm gonna go Curry, Clay, and KD. I say this because in Clay, you have all defensive. You have better defense, and you have better unselfishness. You have better off-ball play. Versus with the Nets, that individually are all better scorers, but I think that Golden State plays together due to their system and their unselfishness. And you got Clay, who is a great defender, a good defender who can guard 1 through 3. And then you got KD on the Warriors versus the Nets. And KD he's pretty much the same, but I'm just gonna say that the Warriors KD was better, just cause he's just younger, etc. Like, not a hill I'm gonna die on. Probably can be proved wrong on that, but yeah. And then Curry is just better than Kyrie in pretty much every aspect of the game except for shot creation, which Curry's shot creation is not bad in any kind of way. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up.
Hey y'all!
Please come on, man. Like, come on. Pretty much, fuck, come on, man. So that's pretty much gonna end the video. Please, if you can, comment, and if you can't, contact me. The people that can contact me. So yeah, catch y'all later.